y'all being here. Hey, all the people across the country. I've got a ton to do. Let me just jump right into it. This is something that I found out the first day I heard this. The first time I heard this, I was so happy, so fired up. So that's why I'm going to share it with you guys. I hope it has the same impact on your life that it's had on mine. I call it, I thought about it being like the ACC, like the Atlantic Coast Conference, but it's the Alliance Control Center. The Alliance Control Center. And here's the way it is. You are in charge of the Alliance Control Center. Here's the way it was described to me. There's a certain amount of things that you can control. Easy. Things that you can control. Like, for example, are you smiling? See how you do that? And like, if I took you up here and I stomped your toe, and you go, ah! And I said, smile, you can go, ah! You have control over that. Okay? What you do not have control over, an example would be the weather, the government, a new law, a new policy, somebody else's attitude. And here is the way I heard it. Andy, you control what's inside of your control. And if you will focus there, you can change your life. You can actually change your surroundings. And people say, like, you can't control your surroundings because you can't control the weather. I could go up in my house where I got air conditioning. That's right. I can control where I'm standing. I could be headed to Barcelona. I could be headed to Canada and change my weather. That's right. And so then the question is, how do you have control that you can move there? And here's how. I don't waste time trying to change things that are outside of the inside. It's the inside that I try to change. And when I found out that if I worked on stuff in here, I could change my life, I was fired up. Because the things inside there, I know I can control. And I started, and this morning I talked to several different people, and I started talking, the same thing. I said, you cannot let stupid people, negative people, broke people, problem-minded people affect your life. You can, but you shouldn't. We don't have time. We have minutes, we have seconds, we have days. We want to make the money fast. We want to change people's lives fast. We don't want to wait too long. We got to move now. And the way you move now is you control what you control. All right. So how about this? You control your do. I've got all kinds of little notes I was thinking about. How about this? Can anybody control what they think? No. Does anybody know who the committee of they is? Who are they? They are our neighbors, our family, people in our life. We can't control what they think. I don't know. People ask me all the time, how do they think like that? And they actually want to engage me in a conversation. They're not being mean or smart aleck to them. They go like, why do people think like that? Do you think it's because of their daddy didn't love them? Do you think it's who they're raised, their neighborhood, their ancestry? I go like, can't think about that. I don't have time. I can't deal with what they think about. Okay? Now, how about this? Your attitude. Attitude. Your attitude. Can you control your attitude? Can you be optimistic? And I believe you can. And there's prisoners of war stories and books of people say you control your attitude even in that. I don't want to be there. I don't ever want to decide that. But I have been in some tough situations, some upside down problems, and I just somehow managed to say, well, look at the bright side. And I mean, it was people like, you're an idiot, you're stupid, that bright side stuff won't help. And I'm thinking, and your pessimistic, negative, bitter attitude is not going to help either. So I picked to be happy because I've heard many times from people that know is when you're in a happy mode, you have the ability to think of something that actually will happen. That's right. So you can think of something. So you can control, this one's a little bit of a contradiction. Watch this. You can control what you say. Shocking, and I was telling a lady this yesterday, I believe it was yesterday or yesterday. You actually cannot always control what you think. Okay? People say you can control what you think. Here's the problem. Things make you think something. Like, for example, watching a scary movie. Did I ever tell y'all about the time I come home, I had watched a movie, and I was scared to death because I opened the door and I was trying to get out, and I was telling Jane, I said, Jane, they got me, they got me, they got me. And she was like, unbuckle your seatbelt. And I was like, oh. I thought they had me. I was just so scared. Y'all ever been there? We live out in the country, and occasionally we store stuff in the barn that's about 100 yards from the house, and I cannot go down there after a scary movie. Like I watch a cartoon show, something funny, I'll be walking there and ha 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 ha. I watch something scary, I'm not going. I'll be like a flashlight. You with me? You can't control what you think, because sometimes whatever you're dealing with makes you think something, but you can control what you say. Go, there's nothing out there. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's my dad cracked me up. He'd always say, who you think, somebody's out there or something? I'd be like, no. He said, then what are you scared about? I'd be like, I don't know. It's like my imagination. See, you can't control your imagination like that, but you can control what you say. And he said, ain't nobody out there. I say, ain't nobody out there. And we just keep walking. You with me? So you can control what you say to yourself. You can't always control what you think. You can't control what others do. Okay? Like, for example, you do with the ATM in the house, you do get referrals. You do find out about annuities. Because some people they will justify what they do based on what others do. They'll go like, he's doing okay, and he don't sell annuities. What's that got to do with you? Right. We're talking about you and your financial position. We're not talking about him and his financial position. We're talking about you. You control what you do. See, when I started hearing this, I was in a Coliseum. Now, I'm talking to people that are streaming this on video live. I'm talking to people there's probably going to be 1,000 people that watch this later. I'm talking to them. I was listening to it in a Coliseum. I about come up out of the seat. I mean, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be rich. Because I thought that everything, I used to think that all of this stuff was why I was broke. And when this guy explained to me it was stuff inside the circle that was jacked up, I was like, oh my God, I can do this. I can do this. I can start. How about this? Can you control what you read? All right. Can we control what they read? No, because they're on Facebook. They're reading articles. They're wasting time. You with me? Like when I read stuff that's going to change my world, my mind, but I have some stuff that kind of interests me, I'll get somebody to tell me, give me the highlights. Chop, chop, give me the highlights. And listen, people don't say like, I bet when you say, chop, chop, give me the highlights, I bet people will say, I'm not going to give you the highlights, you read it yourself. No, they go, hey, let me tell you what happened in the ball game last night. Let me tell you what happened in this thing happened in the government. I'll be like, okay, got it. And then I move on. So it takes 10 seconds or 2 minutes. But with stuff that affects my life, like the power of positive thinking or how I raise myself from failure to success through selling, I'll read every single line because that affects my life. It's things that matter to me. I started getting fired up about this. Your behavior, I control how I behave. When I walk in, I can be excited. I can high five. I can't control Mr. over here leaning against the wall. Or how about the genius that sits in the meeting like this? And he says, that's the way I think. I can't control him. I can only control me. I sit in front of the row like this right here, like I'm getting ready to go somewhere. You know why? Because I am. That's right. See, here's what I like about our meetings. Our meetings are getting better and better. More and more people are sitting up on the edge of the seat, giving it this, getting ready to go, look like a sprinter right up there. Say, man, when they say go, I'm going to go. You with me? I've been in those meetings where I tire up a $100 bill and throw it down. I says, anybody want it? And everybody sits back, and finally one person gets up and gets it. Right? You can't do that no more in the lines. They're ready right there now. They are ready now. It's a whole different game we're starting to develop. That's why we've had unbelievable things happening. The last 2 weeks, unbelievable amount of people signed up in class, more contracts and more premium and more people getting checks. It's been absolutely incredible lately. I congratulate you. And this week is looking like the third one in a row. Coincidentally, right after our leadership event that was held right here in this convention center. Coincidentally, our numbers for national are signing up like people. People are signing up for that one because they see the feeling they got and the feeling turned into results. Okay? So, more of what happens inside of here. How about this? And this one's interesting. How many of you could benefit from this thought? You can control your breathing. Does anybody need to be told that? Sometimes, breathe. How many of you get so upset and so tore up about something if you would just say to yourself, breathe? I talk about this often. The guy right over here in this other room works out with me a lot of mornings, and he talks to me, and I'll be just like dying, just, and he'll go, breathe. I'll be like, whoa, whoa. Now just my arms and legs are killing me. Not my whole head feels like it's going to explode. You can control whether you breathe or not, which just seems like, it just seems too easy, but you know what? Most of the time, that's what it is. Stuff is inside of your control, and you can change your life when you decide to do it. Grateful. How many of you said thank you one time today? How many of you need to say thank you one time today? Gratefulness. Do you have an attitude of gratitude? How about other people feel? Can you control how they feel? People are like, when I go to the meetings, I just don't feel excited. I can't control that, but I can control me. It's the weirdest thing when you go to one meeting and 2 people are acting excited and 12 of them are not. And if you were a psychological experiment on the outside looking in, and you're going like, what's wrong with the 10? What's right with the 2? And then you get to choose if you're going to sit at the back. You get to choose if you're going to sit back. It's just, it's that. Give me the I don't care posture. Give me the. There you go. You've got to get that separation right there. You got to get the butt has to separate from the back of the chair to really give us the true I don't give a crap attitude, don't we? And then don't act like you don't know. I didn't know. Somebody should have told me. Dude, you're 30 years old. You know what I mean? You didn't pick up on that by now? And see, 27, you should know this. At 50, my God, you should know. I forgot. Somebody needs to tell me. I just did. I can't control what they do, but I control how I sit. And I can tell my buddies. I can say, come here. Booger hanging out of your nose, and you need to get your butt back, and you need the body standing forward. You with me? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking right there. I do have a control to say the ones that I care. I said, here's the way it works. Okay. How about this? This was interesting. You control whether you give people the benefit of a doubt. How many of you can do more of that? Say, well, he probably didn't know. He probably didn't know. That way we don't go up to him and say, straighten up. Just give him the benefit of the doubt, man. Just give him a chance. Just explain it again. Explain it one more time, and maybe he'll get it. Give him the benefit of the doubt, man. Well, I think she's out to get us. I think she's trying to destroy my life. You think, what? I give him for the benefit of the doubt. I just think it's a miscommunication. I just think probably didn't mean anything by it. Just benefit of the doubt. Let's move on. Well, that meeting's a negative meeting. It's probably just the weather that week. I don't give benefit of the doubt. They probably didn't know. Probably hadn't seen a TWC lately. They haven't heard how to run a meeting yet. Just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep moving on. Can't control the government. Can't control taxes. Pay your taxes. Move on. Behavior, effect, action. I said what you do. Some people call that your actions. I'm talking to people on speaking lately. You can control when you speak. You can do your hands like this. You don't have to do your hands. Don't have to do that. You don't have to do this. You don't have to stand here like this. You can control where you put your hands. People say, well, I don't know where to put your hands. Copy the people that are making the money. Look, I don't encourage people to watch television, but I do want to say to people sometimes, don't you ever watch television? Like, don't you see the ones that look weird? Don't do that. The ones that don't make money, the ones that do make money. Can't you see the difference in that? But, some people don't. How about this? You don't know how you look till you get your picture took. How many ever looked in a mirror? And I've helped a couple of friends with this. If they stand here and they do weird things, like they're like, or, and you just like, have you got a marble in? You know what I mean? If you hadn't ever done that before, that's cool. But just think how it looks, and you get to control where you put your hands. You get to control if you go like this. You're in control of so many things. I don't know about you guys, but inside this circle is a full-time job for me. There's no time for all the things that I need to do. I don't have time to discuss, negotiate, worry about, or try to change things outside of there. I have so much to do. I have had people come along to me and they say things like, I don't know what to do. And I go, good, I can show you. Okay? So then I start saying, all right, let's do this. When it comes to your business, what are the things that you need to do? If you're asking me that, now I can tell you. But if you're talking to me about leads are in the wrong place, or the people that you're talking to, or your wife, I can't control your wife. Like, for example, how about this? You can learn, you can educate, you can associate. There's a choice. You can associate with who you want to. You can get trained. Now, how about this? Relative, husband, wife, does not want you to go learn. What can they do to you? Right? They could be mean to you when you get back, couldn't they? They have that choice. I can't control that. Here's what you have control of. I'm sorry, I apologize. I went to go get trained and associate, and I know you're being mean to me, but please don't be mad at me for going and trying to get better. I'm just trying to get better for us. Then go do your thing. You say, well, what if they won't scratch my back after that? I can't control that. Get you one of these and go on. There's a chapter in Think and Grow Rich about that. It's called Transmute. Transmute. I hate that chapter. When you can't get what you want, what you do is you go do something else. You understand what I'm saying? So this wife whose husband don't want her to go, she's got to go. You control you. This husband whose wife, like guys ask me this about their wife. I go, she's doing this sometimes when I leave. I go, what do you want me to do? And they go, tell me what to do. I said, you don't do nothing. Be nice, smile, apologize. Tell them you're not going out. Are you doing it to do something bad? Are you going out to do something bad? No, I'm going out to get educated. I'm going out and get a check. I'm going out to help a family. And I go, she don't like that? And they go, well, she likes it when the money comes in. She just don't like it when I go out. And I go, been my experience, when she get mad, best I don't react. Best I go, ho, 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 ho. But not best I go, oh, whatever you say, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to do what you say because I want to make you happy because then you will scratch my back and you will cook my favorite pie. You see what I'm saying? That's a problem that people deal with. How does this affect this? You do what you do. I can't do what they do. People say, I want a good marriage. I understand. Dogs are the same way. I want a good doggy. Doggy, poopy, flory, nosy, into, stuffy. Bam! That's not the same thing. That's a dog. That's an animal. Husband and wife, not the same thing. You control what you do. I can make the dog live outside. I can't make my wife live outside. She can't make me live outside. We're married. You with me? But see, some people let everybody control them. everybody, cousins, aunts. How about this? You need to go to Uncle Marty's funeral. I mean, Uncle Marty is dead. We'll do it for Aunt June. I ain't seen Aunt June in 6 years. I don't even know what she looks like. You need to go. You're going to feel bad if you don't. I go, I'm going to feel bad if I don't. I'm going to feel bad if I do. I'm going to feel worse if I do. Does that make any sense? But don't you know Uncle Marty? I don't know him. He lives over there. I don't know him. On the other hand, I know Adam Katz. I know Chris Long. I know Stephen Davies. These are people that I work. These are my family. You go, what about a family that's really close? Go to the funeral, by God. I was talking about somebody you don't know, like, care, ain't seen in 6 years, and they ain't never going to see them. But that's what people do. They go to ones that don't matter. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? I just had a situation where my wife wanted to do something, and I said, baby, and I was sitting there talking to somebody else, and I was talking to her, and I was like, baby, you don't have to go to that. And she said, I don't do it. I go, no. And we did something together because we have a limited amount of time, and it was somebody that has crossed paths, and she had an opportunity to go. See, listen to this. Every opportunity to go do something like that is not always the right thing to do. It's a choice. You get choices. And another thing, people don't know they get to decide this stuff. Like, did you know that you get to decide? You get to pick. How about this? Every decision is a decision. Every no decision is a decision. Everything you do is something. So in other words, if I can't decide whether to pick up my phone or not when you call, I am making a decision. I'm undecided so much, I've decided not to pick up the phone. I've made a decision by being undecided. Make sure that if you're going to undecide to do something, it's undecide whether to not do the wrong thing, and that way you'll be basically, a fallback will be the right thing. Does that make sense? Like, for example, I can't decide to stay home and make my son happy, my wife happy, my husband happy, so I can't decide, so I go ahead and go to training. I went to training because I couldn't decide whether to stay with them or not. Does that make sense? I wasn't really committed to going to training. I was undecided about going to training, but I went to the training undecided about whether I should stay at home. Do you understand what I'm saying? People say, you're twisted up. I said, bro, you have no idea what goes on in here. I have no idea. I'm not kidding you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I got to get up and do stuff. That's the only way. People ask me, why do you think you've got houses and cars and friends and travel and gifts and stuff? I get up and do. It's because of the things inside of this circle. Now, to be clear, here's what's happened. Because of what I do and because of what you do, people react to you differently. Not everybody, but people react differently. Because when they see you doing stuff, then that gives them a pull. People react to this. Courage. People follow courage. When people make courageous decisions to go no matter what, to stay up, to get up in the morning, to act, to, listen to this, is making phone calls courageous. Yes, because you call people up and they say, don't ever call me again. You say, well, I appreciate you saying that. I was just wondering what time you get off work. You stupid son of a gun, don't you understand? Yes, I understand. I'm trying my best to understand what time y'all get off work because I need to take this material and blah, blah, blah. And you do just like the warrior who stands there when bullets are coming at you. Hey, pull the tanks up. Somebody, we're going to need a radio up here. Man's down right here, got shot in the head. Somebody come up here, medic. That's courageous. You're doing the same thing on the phone when people are attacking you, and you're just like that army guy. You're just standing there just talking on the phone. The bullet's coming at you. You don't even see it. Some people call those people dumb. I call them dumb enough to make it big. Yep. Yep. You want to be twisted enough to make it big. You just got to take it and move on. That's courageous. I thank God for the military. Who's the military people in here? We got Navy, Army, Marines. Give them a hand. That's the people. That's courageous right there. See, because that's real bullets coming at you. That's real people trying to kill you. Well, we got people talking. People trying to influence us negatively. family trying to influence negative, neighbors trying to influence negative, relatives, sometimes close relatives. That's war. You make the decisions. That's where courage comes about. Just think about what you got to do and try to get their stuff out of your head. A lot of people don't know they can control this. You can control it. I said decided or undecided. How about committed or not committed? Did you know you're either committed to being uncommitted or you committed to being committed? It's one of the two. I'm not committed to being uncommitted. Are you committed? No. Well, you're committed to it, ain't you? So you can't be. You're committing to something no matter what. I just choose to try to pick which direction I'm going. And I know this, whenever I decide ahead of time, like if I said right now, like tonight, I'm going to get up, tonight I'm going to stay up and read 2 pages or some in my book tonight. I'm reading this great book by this preacher named Hybels, okay? And I'm going to read a couple pages. I'm saying, I'm going to read a couple pages. I bet you I will. Now I know this. I got to get up. I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning to go catch an airplane. There's a price to pay for everything you do, okay? I got to go fishing in Costa Rica this week. All right, isn't that right, James? We got to get up early, baby. But now what I'm deciding to do is I'm deciding to do it now. I bet you I do it. Versus if I say, I will see how I feel when the time comes. That's called being committed to being uncommitted. And it'll work depending on what you're trying to accomplish. It'll keep you dumb. It'll keep you broke. It'll keep the same friends. It'll keep you in the same tax bracket. It might even lower your tax bracket. You say, a lower tax bracket, that's good. Not in America. In America, the higher tax bracket means you're making more money. But it's what are you trying to accomplish? You need to decide. Let me show you this. This is one thing that'll help you. I've showed you oftentimes how to make excuses when somebody's trying to get you off track and you say something like, I'm sorry I can't do it now, maybe I'll do it later, I've got a previous commitment. That's one way. Let me give you something. That's something you need to learn. Learn how to put off or delay dumb actions. Put off a way to associate with dumb people that have poor attitudes and they have pathetical relationships. Put it off. Figure out ways to put it off. The way you do it is you go like, how about next week? I'm tied up this week. We'll put it off. You say, how long to put it off? Forever, okay? Or at least put it off later where you don't have to do it now. Let me give you something else. I'm not sure if people know this right here. Here it's the strangest thing. Okay, all right, here's what we want. Woman wants man to stay home and have money, okay? So here's what she says. I want him to stay home and have money. He won't do that. So let's get a divorce, okay? I'm like, you know what? Could we do something in between those two extremes? Does that make sense? Like people say like, uncle died. Uncle died, should go to the funeral. Okay, drive, get there an hour early, stay an hour late, take gifts, cry with them, mourn with them. Okay, some people say that's the right thing to do. Some people say, don't go, do not go, and don't think about them, and don't care about my dead uncle. Can we do somewhere in between? Does that make sense? Can we get somewhere in here so that what you do, you control, and they don't control? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Can we meet somewhere in the middle? Like, for example, could we send a gift and pray for them? Could we do that? Could we go by there and say hello and leave? Is that possible? Could we call? Does this make sense? Like people come up with it's like extremes. Like I ask people, I go, would you go to the meeting? Would you hire somebody in Houston? Go to Houston and hire somebody? Would you go up to Chicago and hire somebody and do a meeting every week and build a business and every week fly up there and just give them a bunch of leads and take a bunch of material up there and rent an office? And they go, no, I'm not going up there. And what they mean is, I'm not going to hire anybody up there. I'm not going to talk to anybody up there. I'm not going to take a chance that I would be tempted to move up there. I'm like, could we do something in between there? Could we just run some ads, hire somebody, and then go one time? You see what I'm saying? Can you control yourself, what you do? Does it have to be extreme? Can we see the in-between stuff? Can you see the choices? You've got choices. You've got options. Think it through. Think, here's the worst case scenario. I don't go. I don't think about them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get something in my will that just says they don't live. They're not even related to us anymore. Might even change our last name. And then we go to the funeral and we waste a week, or we invest a week in this person's death. Can we look at some options in between? Did y'all know you could do that? Whenever you make a decision, can you start thinking about that? It's tough. What I have is some buddies. I go, hey, there's an option. And they say to me, hey, there's something in between. Okay, this is big stuff right here. Does this help anybody at all? Okay, all right. What you control is more than you think. And what you control really affects the rest of your life more than a lot of people think. Woohoo! All right, let's check out what we got here. Got that. We got this. Okay, this is what I got. Okay. Oh no, this is what I want right here. Okie dokie. Oh. Okay. So we gave to a charity, and what we gave them was money, and the trade was that they would let us go fishing in Costa Rica. Okay? So I bought it. I actually gave the okay to buy it so I could take my son. So now I'm taking my son and James. James, come up here. You fired up by this, buddy? Okay. Who is Chadwick here yet? I think he's driving down. He's supposed to be here sometime today. If he comes here, y'all holler at me. Let me know. Get him up. Okay, he's probably on the phone riding down here thinking, my gosh. So here we go. Here's what we're going to catch. We're going to catch stuff like this. Is this month on their blog. It's someplace. What's the name of this place? You can, huh?
Nestora?
What? Nestora.
Without a T.
Okay. So this is the blogs where they're catching fish this week right now, and that's our turn next, and we're going to go down there and we're going to catch snappers, dolphins, sailfish, swordfish, all this stuff. And then y'all going to have to look at our pictures next. We might catch sharks, yellowfin tuna. They're going to cut it up on the boat, and we're going to have sushi, and we're going to have a blast. Also taking Chris Revis and Marshall Pettigrew. How would you like to, one day with your friends, it's not that much money, but how would you like to tell one of your friends, hey, you've been building a business, appreciate what you're doing, you come to my meetings, we're always riding together, why don't you just come on down here, I'll pay for it. I'll pick up the food, the bait, the captains, we'll get something to drink together, we'll hang out. How many of you would like to do something like that with a friend? Do you understand? It's a dream come true for me to go fishing with my son, who, by the way, can only take so much of me, and I can only take so much of him, and I've got a break, I can talk to James. I got a break, I can talk to Chadwick. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a dream come true on so many different levels. See, I call Chris Revis in the middle of the night. I expect, there he comes. Chadwick, bring it up. Woo! Chadwick, bring him up there, man. Bring it on up here, baby. Woo! Look what we're talking about, Bo. Look what we're talking about, Bo. Look what we're talking about, Bo. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Fired up about it.
It's a dream come true.
It is.
To do something like that. To tell friends, just come on down here and meet me down here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to check it out to see if we can tell other people they should go or not.
That's right.
And we'll be thinking about, what about this time next year? What if we took 12 people instead of 6? Why not? And girls like to fish. Girls like to fish too.
That's right.
So what about if we said, we don't know who likes to fish. We know that one likes to fish. But people need to tell us stuff, and people need to build their business, and they need to grow and make it happen. And they need to be fun to be around. But it's funny how people want to go do the fun stuff, but they don't want to help you move. They don't want to help you at the farm.
Right.
They don't want to help you planting the seed, but they're all big. Hey, that reminds me of a little nursery rhyme. So that about a chicken or something where he was asking the other ones, did they want to plant the food? And they were like, no, I'm busy. I can't go show the plan. I can't travel. I can't sell. I can't do annuities. I'm scared. But then when the food comes in and the ears of corn come in, we start doing a barbecue. They're like, I'm ready. I'm willing to go.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go. You're right out of a nursery rhyme. You know what I mean? Or whatever you call them. You fired up by this, Bo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm fired up.
Are you packed?
I'm packed.
What'd you bring?
I brought a bucket hat. I didn't even know what that was. A bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
It keeps the sun off of you. Mm-hmm. I got some suntan lotion. I didn't know that black men needed to wear it, but they told me I needed to do it. I brought sneakers so I can get some exercise in.
Yeah.
Some cards so we can play some cards.
You got some cards?
I got some cards. Some flip-flops. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I've only been fishing one other time, and it was deep sea fishing with James. So I love that most of my experiences just come through you. I love it.
Your first class, and the other thing is you don't do that cheap stuff, Bo. You're into the big stuff.
That's right.
Like the first time you ever went and played golf, right?
The first time I ever played golf was at Pinehurst, number 2. It's funny. Everybody starts laughing and they're like, woo. I'm like, I still don't really know what that means.
It don't mean
But
nothing.
that's where we
To
played.
me and you, it's just golf. You know,
I was with y'all. That was fun to me.
we were buddies. We're going to have a blast. So we're also going horseback riding, checking out some waterfalls.
Never been on a horse. Never been to a waterfall.
You never been on
Y'all laughing at me. That's what.
Hey, listen, rings.
That's right.
Yeah, I understand we're supposed to take our bathing suit and we're going to go ride a horseback and go swimming somewhere
fired up.
in the waterfalls, up in the mountains. Is that nuts? We're going to take some pictures. So next time y'all going to be forced to look at our pictures. So James, you fired up about it?
Fired up, man.
You packed?
Packed. I got shysted into buying some like super fancy cigars somehow. Marshall was like, hey man, these cigars right here, you should probably pick up. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. And I get there.
So you got them?
They look good, man.
We're going to smoke cigars.
They look
I
good.
didn't even know we was going to smoke cigars.
That's right. You know.
Got the
You know.
humidor,
You know.
travel humidor. Got some new. Jane just got me some new sandals.
Let it go, Jane Ben. We're gonna have a good time. Apparently we got to leave early in the morning. Sacrifice, always sacrifices, and you decide. And I'm telling you, in moments like this, when you see the fishing, you see the fun, you see the people, that's when you need to look at your calendar. You took a note and say, I'm going to do this at this time, this day. So during the hyped up moments, make decisions that are good for the rest of your life, and then do those decisions when the date comes about. Or continue to be uncommitted. Stay committed to being uncommitted, or start getting committed and change where you are. You get to pick. You get to choose. And here's the funny thing. I do this where I am. I have to make decisions. If I don't, I'll go backwards. The way it goes, you're either going up or going backwards. So if you're sitting there going like, you're not talking to me, I'm a key leader. Or I'm at this level. It's all of us. You get your mind in a positive place, and then you make decisions to start doing better things for the rest of your life. So actions that you start deciding to take those better actions, your whole world will change. Give Chadwick a round of applause, and James Hill, thank you very much. Woo! Speaking of that, one of the things I would like for you to mark on your calendar for a date that's important is January 21st, 22nd, 3rd, 23rd, 24th in Raleigh, North Carolina. I signed a commitment yesterday that involves a surprise person that's going to be there. Understand that Adam Katz is already going to be there, Jane Albright's going to be there, and it's enough. That's enough to commit. That's who we had at leadership. But In other words, I've already had close to 1,000 people already sign up to commit to being there with no special person showing up. But there is an author that's written a lot of books, a lot of good information, that's real famous, that will be there, and he will be speaking, and that's just part of the deal. So more and more, we're getting better and better, okay? I'm not ready to roll that out yet. I am going to have a conversation with him where he announces it, and he talks about how excited he is, because he knows me well, and he knows our company well, and he knows what we're doing, and it's locked in. Okay? So get those dates, January 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Sign up. If you've been thinking about signing up, then there's your call. There's the feeling you're getting. Commit to the feeling. Lean toward it. Act. Do. Move on it. You guys signed up in Wilmington. And see, here's the funny thing. People got this. They go like, I want you to keep selling me. Do you understand it takes energy for me to sell you on going to something? Once I know you're going, now me and you are running together, and I'm trying to get people to build your organization. Like people want to be sold. I go, what you need to do is you want me to help. You want Stephen Davies to help. You want Diane Lampe to help you. So what you do is you tell her, I'm fanatical, I'm committed, I've already bought my tickets. Then she goes, aha. Then she looks at you differently. She's not looking at you bad when you hadn't committed, but it's hard for us to look at you as committed when you're uncommitted. And it's easier for us to go ahead and try to help you move your business along. You can do payments. It's very simple to do. That's one of the things coming up. Okay. Money to do stuff with. I can't get over one of the craziest things to me, and I'm still asking for more. I'm not saying I'm against this. It just blows my mind that these insurance companies pay us the commissions they do, and then they run contests on top of commissions. Okay? So let's talk about these. One of these I think is the coolest is CFG. First of all, they came out with a product that has all the living benefits and still issues lightning fast. Okay? That is right. It's here it is right here. Okay. 3 lucky winners. So the way this works, this is kind of one of those, I don't know, you could call it a dumb contest. I like dumb contests because I have a great shot at winning. Okay? It means it's not number one. You don't have to kill yourself. You just have to be lucky. Okay? Now, you go out and you write a CFG policy, as I understand this. Oh, is my CFG people on here? Who all is on here? Hold on, we're getting you. We turn it up. Can we hear them? Are they there? Liza. I can hear you loud and clear now. I'm selling them on your contest, buddy.
That's awesome. Good afternoon.
Did anybody hear the part where I thought y'all were crazy to give us money on top of commissions? I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I think that's smart. I think that's wise. I think y'all are good stewards of money.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Who else do you have with you?
With me, I got Jerry Henenhofer, our VP of Sales, and Todd Swenson, our VP of Special Markets.
All right. Have y'all seen Jerry? That Jerry, he's brilliant. He's a genius. He's been doing this thing for years. He knows in and out. Well, he put together a contest to make your head spin right there, Bo. Hey, Jerry, how long you been doing this business?
35 years, Andy.
35 years. How many of y'all ain't 35 years old yet, but you thinking you're going to get there? They think they're going to get there one day. I'm going to do 35 years in this business, too. I'm going to keep doing this. It's the funnest thing I've ever seen in my life. Jerry, they got the money up there, Bo, to pay these contests?
We've got a little bit of money. We're holding it just for you guys.
Hey, Todd Swenson, how you, man?
I'm doing well, my friend. Hey, look, we are so excited about what we've heard, not only this last 45, 50 minutes, but there's just a lot of great things going on with the Alliance right now. We're proud to be part of it.
Yep.
So Todd, are me and you go up to New York in a couple weeks or something?
That is correct.
People always say to me, you work all the time. See, there you are going spending time with Todd Swenson. I'm going to tell you what, I'm torn. But telling you, we're going to negotiate, we're going to get out the calculators, we're going to work on this return of premium, we're going to try to find a way where we can give people more back than they paid in. That's how crazy we are. And we're going to take your calculators out. But I got to tell you the truth, we ain't going to do that. What are we going to do, Todd? We're going to a show, and by the way, it ain't going to be me and Todd. I'm going with Jane Albright to New York.
That's right. We got Jane going as well as Jim and Shirley Henson. So we're going to do a little fine dining, and we're going to a couple of shows, but there'll certainly be business involved as well.
See, he's got to say that for tax purposes.
I got Jerry on the phone here with me.
But you know what we'll do? We will. We'll be sitting there before the show, and I'll be like, you fired up about the Alliance? He go, yeah, can y'all sell a little more? I go, yeah. He go, there we go, settled. Done deal, business. Business talk. No, Jim, he'll be like, now wait a minute, y'all, you really need to talk about this a little more. And then we're all right, okay, you really gonna do it? We really gonna, I mean, I tell people, it's not, your life is not going to change. It's the location of your life that's going to change. Does that make sense? I was going to be fishing in my mind. Now I'm going to be fishing in Costa Rica. I could talk on the phone in my office to Todd Swinson, or I could meet him in New York and go to a show. What show are we going to? Do you remember?
Gosh.
I don't remember.
What shows are we going to?
Some very special ones.
We don't know. We don't know.
Front and center, Andy and Jane.
Here, you know, part of the problem, I think me and Jane have been to almost every live show playing right now in New York. Does that make any sense? No, it don't make any sense. But we're going, a matter of fact, I think we end up going to one that Jim said he wanted to go see. I said, oh, I'll see it again. I love it. I love those big shows, and Jane does too. And I don't know if we know where we're going at a restaurant, but it's going to be crazy talk. Hey, why y'all believing, what makes you, Liza, when you go out and about, what makes y'all pick the Alliance? Why do y'all believe in us? What's different? Or is there anything different?
Andy, our partnership, as you know, started back in 2008, and I got to tell you, everyone at CFG, and we have our top executives on the line at the Touch, every year we just continue to build and grow with you guys, and it started as a working relationship, but now it's like your family. The Alliance is our family, and I got to tell you, this year, as I said, every year the results keep on increasing and we keep on building together, but this year, based on what we're seeing on sales results, the Alliance is clearly on the hunt. And we just want to be part of this amazing organization. I mean, you guys provide not only leads and training, but incredible support to your agents, and that's unlike any of the other organizations that we've seen. You have something truly special in there. Todd, Jerry, you want to jump in there?
I was just going to say, Andy, you guys make it fun, and gosh darn, you get us excited when we come to your event.
Have you seen Jerry dancing? He doesn't dance just for anybody, Andy.
For a big man, he can move quickly.
No, I would, Andy, this is Todd. I would add also that the model that you have created, you and Jane and all of the Alliance team, the model that you have created is very unique. It's very special, and the sales are there. They're continuing to build and grow. We, as I mentioned earlier, it's an honor for us to be part of the Alliance team.
Quality-wise, persistency, placement, profitability. Does it look like we're doing the right thing by you guys?
No question about it.
See, that's what you want to hear. How about, were y'all around before we did the ATM? Did you see it climb, persistency, placement, when we started doing more systems? I can't remember how long y'all been around, if you were able to see that or you just heard about us improving.
Well, we go back, the working relationship started, as Liza indicated, and goes back to 2008. So, certainly Jim and I and Andy, I know you and I have talked a little bit about that as well. And we obviously monitor quality of business on an ongoing basis. And if there were glaring issues, as you well know, Andy, we'd be talking about that. But we're not experiencing that certainly at this time.
Hey, I want y'all to hear this. I sent out a text to some of my top guys. Part-timer John Davis this weekend, the commissions he earned, so they deposited in his account on Monday, $2,494. Kevin Woolley had $6,273 deposited on Monday. Jeff Wilhelm, $2,787. Mickey Cruz made $2,000. See, if this was a whole week, matter of fact, just say it's a whole week and see if you could see what you think, okay? But this, Mike Leventovich sent it, says weekend numbers. Lindsey Barron, 2,266. Junior Correa, 1,776. And Patty Martin, 1,159. Justin Balick, this will be interesting. Okay, I need issue pay. I need cash in bank. I don't need premium, Balick. Send me the amount that these people got in their bank account. Here's another one. Twig Rollins, lady, $75,000 annuity. I want to know how much they made. How much? Kyle Cater, this week, $12,000. This is a whole week. $12,457 in this week. And this came in from Patrick Connors. He's bragging on Kyle Cater. He said he had an even split between sales overrides and annuity overrides. Got him $12,457 this week. Paul Menachino, Monday, $3,500. He just texted me, $3,586 deposited on Monday. Lane Hammond, $3,000 this week. John Gray and Adam Katz's group, $5,400. Kevin Powell, first annuity issued. First annuity, where did it go? Kevin Powell and Chadwick Ray's group. First annuity issued, $3,500 in cash deposits. See, this is what blows my mind. Like, ain't this enough to get us making phone calls? I mean, this is not enough, Todd Swinson. We need more. We need more. So here's what they did. I got all kinds of stuff coming in here. I can't read them all. Texts are flying in. By the way, apparently there's a new show playing everybody's telling me about called Amazing Grace. We're not going to see that. We've already got our tickets. All right, here we go. Look at this contest. Here's what they're doing. They're giving away 3 $1,000 buckets of money, 5 $700 buckets of money, 8 $500 buckets of money, 10 $300 of buckets of money. And by the way, this, people say, there ain't no chargebacks here. They ain't no lead cost here. There ain't no gas money involved here. This is just straight up cash. Y'all with me? Okay, and we've got 15 people. What do you have to do? Your name is entered for a drawing for every Safe Shield application issue paid between July 31st and October 29th. The more you write, the more chances you win. Okay, I have a question. Liza, if my name is in there 8 times and we have a drawing of $1,000, can I win another $1,000, or is that I can't win anymore?
Of course you can win. It's the draw of the luck. And you can also, if you place in the top 10, Andy, you can also get first place, second place, and that all depends on you.
Okay, we've said this in the past. We need talented people or lucky people. If you're talented and lucky, we really like you. Okay? And people say, I got this guy, he just had some bad luck. I'm like, oh, hey, oh. Is he talented? Because, okay, so every application, now I think I have these printed out. Let me see. I might give you some numbers. Okay. Yeah, I can't give you all of them, but Dominique Willis has one application in there. Dominique has a shot at winning a $1,000 drawing. So Dominique's commission might be $395 for that policy, but has a chance to win 3 chances to win $1,000, the way I understand it. Am I describing that right?
That's correct.
You're right on.
Garcia Castillo, 2 shots. Davis Hewitt, 2 shots. Bob Blevin has 2 shots at winning $1,000 in a drawing that's going to be held after October 29th. Competing against him is Brian Michelson, who has 3 shots. He's issue paid 3 policies. He's got 3 lottery tickets in there. Lindsey Barron has 6 chances to win $1,000. And after that, she's got 5 chances, 8 chances. So you do the math on this, putting 1 CFG in. Now, what you're going to find out is they issue business. Somebody called me about a carrier the other day and said, this carrier didn't issue it. I said, do you spell the name of their company CFG? And they're like, no. I said, well, then I'm not surprised. If you said CFG, didn't pay it, I'd be like, what happened, man? That's something. Did you spell it wrong? Okay. You say, well, this is not a good contest because it only depends on luck. They thought about that. That Jerry, he thought about that. If you're a top producer, you win $1,500 straight up. If you're the top producer with CFG, is that right, Jerry?
That's correct, Andy.
Straight up. If you're the number 2, you were close, like a hand grenade. You were close, but you didn't quite hit it. You get $1,300. Third place, $800. So we got 10 places that we're going to pay that's guaranteed money, no luck involved, just pure talent, skill, and decision to write CFG and get issue paid, and then a chance to win $3,000. What y'all think? Y'all give CFG a hand. So Adam Johnson, part of Alex Fitzgerald's organization, has 5 chances. Diana Johnson, part of Eric Belair's, 5 chances. Jeremica Edwards, 4 chances. Michael Flynn, Stephen Davies' buddy, 4 chances. Michelle Ambergery, I know you, Michelle, 4 chances. Pam Moore, 4 chances. Alex Abian has 3 shots, and Brad Plunkett has 3 shots. Brenda Rodella has 3 shots. Brian Michelson, Drew McGill, which is Grace's son, he has 3 shots. Joe Dukes has 3 shots. Ken Davis, Kevin Petts, Marty Doggett has 3 shots. Marty Doggett showed a plan last night in Dallas, had 39 guests out. I will be blasting that out. How about this? How much has it grown in Dallas? Last night, Marty Doggett did a plan with 39 guests out, right? And the night before that, or Tuesday night, Paul Roberts did a meeting, had 90 people at the meeting. Is that amazing? I guarantee you everybody's sitting on the front of the seat in there because you ain't got room in the back of the seat. People jammed up in there. Michael Punch has 3. Rob Ogier has it. 3. Russell Armstrong. And then we get down into the 2s. And I want to say them, but it's too many of them. How about that? Now, agency manager. Can you participate in this contest as an agency manager, Liza? Can I write a business and still have a shot at winning the $1,000 drawing?
Yes.
She's thinking, I don't know, does Andy have a shot? And the answer is yes, I have a shot.
That's right.
So anybody that wants to can participate. If you're an agency manager, they are giving you an additional chance to win. I'm not going to take a lot of time because there's not as many of them. There's thousands of agents, and we got about 35 or 40 agency managers. Here's the way they're doing it. I want to tell you this, though. Theirs is measured on the percentage of growth in their organization. So in other words, if you're averaging, like Eric Belair was averaging $1,000, I think that's per month. Is it per month against the base shop? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're correct.
So they were averaging, he was averaging $1,000 a month. He's already up to $9,900 a month. Am I right?
That's correct.
He's already up to $9,000, so he's up 800%. Bill Cook went from $648 a month, now he's up to $3,000, that's 369%. Now, James and Jane are sitting here. They're up from $12,000 in a month to $28,000. Now, here's why this is critical. A minimum to win the $4,000 cash prize is $15,000 issue paid. So whereas Eric Belair is up a higher percentage, he's not at the minimum $15,000. So you guys would be the heir apparent to $4,000 unless the situation changes. Here's another one that's got a shot. Adam Katz was at 13, now he's at 23. Gary Moore was at 7, now he's at 13. So It's based on a percentage growth in your base with a minimum of 15,000. So how much is that? The way I've done the math, it's close to $50,000 that they're throwing at us in these 2 months to write CFG, and they're fast issue paid. They're blowing up with us. Anything I'm leaving out, Todd?
Yes, we got one more component
one more wrinkle for you, Andy.
Jerry's been so generous. He thought that, let's give away some additional money. So, Jerry, why don't you announce the additional incentive we're going to
Hey, hold on. I just want to tell y'all, I approve this. I don't want y'all to think this is a surprise. I just forgot.
Yeah. We threw in something extra, another wrinkle, a contest within a contest, if you want to call it that. We're going to start, Andy, on Friday, the 21st of August. We're going to run it through October the 1st. Anybody that issues 3 applications gets a gift card for $25. Anybody who issues 6 apps gets 50. Anybody who issues 9 apps gets 75. And if you issue 12 or more, we'll send you gift cards for $100. And that'll run from this Friday coming up, till October 1st. It's on issue and paid.
Okay. 3 policies gets you a $25 pop. Is that what I heard?
That's correct.
So anybody gets you $25 pop. Just Safe Shield?
Yeah,
That is
Safe
correct.
Shield only.
Safe Shield only. Any 3 Safe Shields gets you a $25 pop. How many of y'all could use $25? Raise your hand. The ones, take a picture. The ones that are not raising their hands, send the check to me. I could use $25.
Got to cover them.
Okay, I didn't understand the second one. What was the second amount?
6 apps.
How much you get?
$50.
$50. And then at 9, $75.
75.
And 12 we get 100.
Anybody with 12 or more gets $100.
So 12 or more gets a $100 pop. How much cash? Do we run out of cash if we write too much, or is it a certain bucket of money?
No, you keep writing them, we'll find the money.
Are you serious? As many as we win, you're okay on that contest.
You go get them, all right?
Okay, let's make them pay.
I'm just going to take it out of time.
Let's make them play. I want to hear them cry mercy.
You go ahead, and whatever you guys can do the next 5 weeks, we'll crank out the gift cards.
All right. We love you, CFG. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Liza. Appreciate y'all's time. Appreciate you being on the call. I know, by the way, we've almost doubled our production with them. It's just, but then again, we're up 50%, but we're just up more with them. That's their goal, and it is what it is. Just keep throwing the money. Let's keep driving it. Listen, if you ever thought about going all out in something, what do you think? Like, what do people think? Like, I know what I think. I'm going crazy. My wife's like, calm down. I'm like, but I can't calm down. Do you not see it? It's like raking in. It's crazy right now. Like, the strawberries are ripe. Go get another bucket. Quit talking. Go get another bucket. We're getting ready to get strawberries. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to be growing like this forever. I'm getting them now while they're coming in. All right. Thank y'all very much. Give CFG a hand. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Now we got to cut. Okay, we got to cut them off because now I got to talk about Moo giving away money. Let's see if I can understand this. The top 15 Mutual Omaha personal producers between August and November. So you don't have to start writing them until November because this contest is over October 31st. Now Brent's on here. He's like, what the heck, man? But here's the deal. 5 top producers win a $2,000 shopping spree. I'm reminded when one of our top guys said the rich get richer. How about the top paid people get paid more? I mean, it's going to happen. And people say, like, the government and people are trying to level it out so everybody makes the same. It's written in the BIBLE. There's always going to be rich and there's going to be poor. They can fight it. People can try to dissipate and change the money. But let me assure you, this right here, the rich people are always going to know that what they do. It's like that guy that they said he had all kinds of property. He had all kinds. What was it? He had all kinds of. Oh, he had insurance. He had an insurance company, and when all the levees busted in Louisiana, he lost insane amounts of money. And people say, "Oh, I bet he was sick." Well, his profit margin on the insurance company was that much. Guess what else he owned? He owned a trailer manufacturing company. He's making trailers. His margins on trailers were this much, and his demand quintupled. You know why? Because what you do, he can't control the levees. He controlled God and the weather, but what he did have is he had a backup plan called trailers. Y'all know anything about trailers? What do you call them? Mobile homes. Mobile homes, for those of you sophisticated trailer dwellers. Who is this guy? Does anybody know who it is? It's Buffett. That's what Warren Buffett had. He lost insane amounts of money insurance-wise, but they say he made 3 times as much on the mobile home sales afterwards. Woo, I love it when a plan comes together. People said, that man is lucky. I go, or he's smart. I'm not sure which one, but I know he is. What do I know? I know he's rich. Does that make sense? It's just, you got to plan it out. I got 7 more examples along those lines of they think they're going to get you, and that's when you move over here. But I ain't get into that too much. All right, Mutual of Omaha. Wait, there's more. Top producers from Mutual of Omaha, 6 through 10 win a $500 shopping spree. 11 through 15, $250 shopping spree. See, one idea is this. Buy 3 times as many leads, write 3 times as much production, keep 3 times as much money, and win contests with every carrier. That's right. Woo! That's crazy talk, Albright. How about this? Realize how many companies are throwing money at people and hire more people than you've done before, because now they're incented to write business, and you will get what's called overrides. Hello? Do y'all see how this thing works? If you don't get a dime off of these contests and your people triple their production, people always say, what am I going to get? Well, I don't know. If you lose your money in insurance, you're going to make it up on mobile home sales. If I don't make the money up, if I don't make it in the contest, do I make it up in overrides? It's figuring out how to work this water spout. You got to figure this out. That's why I tell people, just stay balanced. Keep a balanced portfolio of selling like crazy, recruiting like crazy, and helping people copy you. And then when the money comes down, just hold your hands like this so that you can catch it. Does that make? This is the way it works. Just like this. Just keep moving and be grateful and thankful, and just tell them keep sending more. Okay? What other contest? Do we have another contest going? Oh, Mutual Volunteer. If you are winning Banff, and a lot of you are, by the way, we are doing a contest to go to Banff, and I'm looking at who's already won. Oh, so that's Mutual Omaha. If you're already won or going to win, Mutual Omaha has a contest where they're going to fly the top producers around in a helicopter over Banff to get these views. So, and that's filling up. I know that there's still spots available to win this contest called Soar Banff. Contest to win a trip to Banff. I want to tell you this. Let me give you some idea. We're in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 8 months in, right? 8 months in, Minerve has already won the $200,000 issue paid, meaning she won it about 3 months into it. Okay, now here's the crazy thing. Issue pay $1.5 million in annuity, and you win the trip. So you could either write $85,000, which she's done $200,000, or you could do $2.5 million in annuities. Her annuities, $1,500,000. So she's won it by $85,000. She won it again at $160,000. She's halfway through winning it again, and she's won through annuities. So don't tell me you can't win it from day one if you choose to, if you want to, if you desire to be there. But what it's going to depend on is you, and it don't depend on they. Okay? Sharon Barnhart has written $1,060,000 already, so odds are she will win it. And by the way, Minerve has won the extension, and she's won the extension. And Eric Lardy has did $823,000. Cliff Matthews, $775,000. David Kilcreasy, $741,000. David, you're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place. I know he likes to compete. Bill Sink, $587,000. Shelley Kessler Singer is at $573,000. Brant Swindale, $456,000. Mickey Cruz, $444,000. Y'all understand what this means? This is an extra $35,000 or $40,000 in addition to your normal income. And Brandy Irwin, $382,000 in annuities. If you're looking to go to Banff, you'll know who you're going to hang out with. This whole page here has already won with 3.5 months to go. I don't have the list of the people that are close, but this is a fun group to hang out with. Joe Dukes, Debbie Ben, Ron Osias, Eric Belair, Eric and Bobby Belair. Just, it's worth it to go all out and hang out with them. Jasmine Lightborn, I guarantee you she will be dancing. James and Jane, Doug Becker, Eric Lardy, Eric and Cheryl. So many good people. Paul Menachino and Samantha, Dane Levine and Ruthie. Guys, come on. Here it is. Bam, go with us. So this is on top of your commissions that are coming out. Okay, by the way, that's already won 2 parts to the cruise. Let's see who has already won. Minerve has already won the extension, and so has Michelle and Mike Alleman. They've already won it. They are fun to hang out with. Right behind, Dane Levine, Bill Cook, Larry Williams, Joe Dukes, Robert Wilson, Sarge, that is, Eric Belair, Debbie Ben, and Ron Osias are all ready to, they're just right there at winning the extension. Okay, so much going on. I wanted you to know that. Annuity contest, y'all heard that, $1.5 million wins you the trip. Eric Belair, by the way, yesterday sent me a woohoo, got it, $1 million annuity my man just picked up. He is fired up about that. Elite Ladies, I wanted to let you know that Margie Wilson, Jasmine Lightborn, and Lindsay Barron have joined the ranks of Elite Ladies and Carrie Williams joined. So all those joined, Michelle Alleman and Jane Bean. So Jane, more girls on the team. Okay. Okay. Gosh, a lot of good people here. I want to go back. Oh, man, I got 10,000 texts coming in. Shannon Barnhart, over 1 million. Robert, oh, man, it's just crazy. More people sending in. Brant Swindale, listen to this, 11,144 deposited in the last 2 weeks. Wow. Paul Roberts, last 2 days, $10,000 deposited in his checking account. How many of y'all could be fired up about that? That's insane. Linda, who is that? Oh, here we go. 9,000 deposited in Justin Balick's account so far this week. No, this month. 15,000 by the end of the month deposited for him. Linda had 3,000 deposits. She's a full-time nurse. She's been able to take 1 day a week off work. She's under Miles Gatos. It's his mother, right? 3,000. She's a full-time nurse, been doing it for almost 30 years. And she said, I'm looking to do something to distract me from that. It's just too routine. I want to do something. Why not get paid to do something that interests me on that? 3,000 deposited. These numbers are crazy. Penny Wilson, $10,444 in she's saying Karen Harding's group. Paul Roberts, that one gets me, 10,000. Jasmine, how about this? Jasmine Lightborn, remember her? And she says college dropout. 4,000 deposited. Boom! This week. Deposited. I'm not talking about premium, issue paid. I'm talking about cash in the checking account. Now, I've been part of these lotions, potions, and elixirs teams. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm fired up. I'm killing it. And I go, how much money you make? More than you can dream of. No, honestly, tell me. Seriously, tell me the dollar amount. $79. But when it doubles and doubles again, I go, come on, man. I need some bread. All right, we making bread. We're bringing it down. Do y'all understand? This is real money. This is get excited. This is get up on the edge of your seat. This is get your mind right. This is show it and know it, and let's do it. Let's invest. All right, watch this. Here's what we know this. You either got reasons or results. And people say, are you talking about excuses? I said, no, legitimate reasons. You got excuses? No, legitimate reasons or legitimate results. See, when you do, you get this. When you try, when you want to, when you say it, I'm saying, when there's geese flying over, and it's like one leg, you know how they fly over in a V? Yeah. Which, the leg that has longer. Why is that? And people want to say the weather, and they say it's like race car drivers. They can get in behind it. I don't know. This I know. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You ever seen geese fly like that right there? Like that? And they're going this direction. They're all flying. And one leg is longer than the other. What do I know? There's more ducks in this leg. I know that. You can't argue with that. When Jasmine had 4,000 deposited in her account, when I see you here, they say, I wanted to be there, but here's my reason. Here's the drama involved. I have 13 people that want to go to open house next week. We have an open house next week. We've got another one coming up. Where is my notes here? What? Huh? What's he pointing at? Huh? What's he pointing at? We have them coming up August 26th and September 3rd. September 30th. So 26th and 30th. 30th is next Wednesday? 26th is next Wednesday. So today is what? 19th. 26th is next Wednesday. You're invited. You can come back again. You go, wait a minute, I was just up here. Don't come back, I don't care. You say, I don't care. I got an idea. Go back, get somebody, and come back with somebody next time. Yeah, wait a minute, I thought I had to let us know. Well, let me know. There's Amber right there. Just wave like I'm coming back. I'm bringing somebody back. She's bringing more people back. Christina's bringing more people back. It's just choices. We've got one coming up September 30th. That sounds like a month away. A month and a week away. We have, people say this, now is open house the same as Instant Thunder? I go, no, this is open house, Instant Thunder. Here's the difference. One, you come in at noon, we do this, then I am going to be here. We've got legitimate, insane, intense training. Bam, 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 bam. Then we all eat dinner together, which is when the secrets come out. People say, you're not going to tell us when I'm like this. I'm trying to tell you. But when we're sitting over in a corner, or you're sitting there chit-chatting with Adam Katz eating French fries, and he says, oh yeah, don't worry about that. Here's what you need to do. That's when you clarify. And we stay late hanging out. And next morning, bam, we're back on it at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to do speech training. You'll stand up here. Everybody says, I can copy you, and I go, stand right here. And they'll stand here, and they'll be like this, and they go, I'm copying you pretty good, aren't I? And I go, yeah, the part where you're a human and I'm a human. But if you would take those feet and move, and I'll do this, and I'll say do this, and I'll talk about hands, face. We'll work with everything. And the words you start with, and how to do a talk, how to do a presentation. I mean, it's intense. Our lead team, you will meet them, you'll get to know them, you'll get their cell phone number so you can know where all the leads are. On training. We have lunch together. Then we go out to the cabin, which messes people up. We eat out there. We hang out, we associate, we come back the next morning, and we train for another half day. It's not the same thing. It's Instant Thunder. Who's invited to Instant Thunder? One is people that have the money to come. You can't take an afternoon, an all day, and another day out of your life if you're broke and you have no money. As a matter of fact, we give people free pizza on open house, and we're glad to do it. If people hungry, we want to give them some pizza. Okay? Was the pizza good? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so But it's different on Instant Thunder. That's a $125 commitment, which is not any money, but it is real money because it's for the meals, the dinner, the time that people take out of work. I mean, we took a lot of time out today, but we said we'll do it for one day for nothing, but Instant Thunder is a whole different game. So mainly, we don't want to hurt anybody. We want pure help people. So people that want to step up and do that, make sure somebody knows. Do we have those dates for Instant Thunder? Yes, September 2nd through the 4th. Is that next week? So next week, do we have, last time I heard we have 2 weeks. So it's not next week, the week after that. I heard we had 2 spots left. So let me know, let Justin Tripp know, let Amber know, or your agency manager know if you want to attend that. We have another one September 9th, 10th, 11th, and another one September 23rd, 24th, and 25th. These will be intense. I know Tim Gode's coming up. I know Gina's going to be here. I know we've got Eric Belair coming up. It's a crazy chance to associate at our Instant Thunders. Oh, Captiva. I want to tell you, I'm guessing, Captiva. I want to say this because this is another dream come true. People are out there working, and I try to watch it. So people that are flying around to Houston, going to Tampa, driving to Orlando. By the way, Orlando people that are going down to Miami, thank you very much. Miami people that are coming up to Atlanta, Atlanta people that are moving down into Alabama and doing these training sessions. We keep track of that, okay? Is my list, do I have the list of people? You gave it to me. It's in the stack somewhere. Okay, will you come look for it while I'm doing this? Okay, my bad. I know you gave it to me. Okay, so Captiva is a resort. Here it is. It's right here, right outside of Sanibel and Fort Myers. We've been hearing about this place. Some people have told me about it. So this real secluded little island looks like this right here. It also looks like this right here. And my wife loves the beach. So here's what I do. I use excuses to take my son fishing, and then I get a chance to talk around some of my cool buddies. Same thing here. What I did here is I looked at all the people that were traveling with me, and I said, I want to pay for your hotel and food because I want to reward you. And you know, here's the thing. You say, are you the only one that no? Diane Lampy does this all the time for people. They're always having people over at their house for dinner. They're always taking people out to eat. They're spending money on people. It's fun. It's fun too when I land and we landed with Eric Belair. Listen to this. I'll come in on a private jet, and Belair had dinner set up for all 8 people that were traveling with us at a super nice restaurant. I had blackened grouper. It was just ridiculous. Come right in, everything was already setting out. Didn't ask us. He said, we tried to pay. He said, sorry, you can't pay. You can't pay. That was nice. What a fun thing to be able to do. And then at the very end, we all got a little bag of goodies, crackers and apples and oranges, and $25 gift certificate for each one of us was in the bag. I was like, I love this guy. I love Eric Belair. Is that crazy talk? So it goes both ways. It's the spirit of giving. Now, some people say it, but remember what we do? Remember what we do? Yeah. What we do is some do, some say. Okay? So what I want to let y'all know is these boys right here that do, I told them, I said, come down here and let's hang out this resort. It's not all inclusive. It's different restaurants, but it's all on this island. So I get to hang out with Jane. I invited Tim and Gay Go because they have been serving. How many of us like they've kept people going in our business, locked them in, or changed our life? Who else is going? Gina Hawks, who's traveling like crazy. Yes, Gina Hawks, come up here. Come up here. Gina Hawks, who's traveling like crazy. And so she's going to be hanging out. Have you been to this place?
I have not.
Now you're in Tampa. You're not too far away.
Yeah, we're not very far.
Okay, check this out. Pretty cool deal. Not a bad program, not a bad view. So you're right up here.
Yep,
so it's your neighbor. So all you and Phil got to do is go drive down here and hang out.
We can't wait.
We've got Robbie and Liz Kraft. By the way, is Robbie in the house? There he is. Robbie Kraft, come over here. Give Robbie Kraft. Woo! So right now, as a matter of fact, my leaderboard that I track, all I'm doing is tracking, and we just give each other points. And there's no contest. It's just I'm aware. Like, I don't know how about you, but if I'm doing something, I want my wife to notice. Y'all know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I usually say it on the show in case she didn't see I did it. She listens. She's like, oh, he did do that, didn't he? Right? Don't you want somebody to know? Well, that's what we're traveling. Gina's traveling like crazy. She is leading. She is doing more meetings than me. She's doing more meetings than Bill and Diane Lampy combined. She's doing more meetings than Crazy here, who's on the road. She's everywhere. So we want to clap for you. The whole country. Can everybody clap Gina Hawks?
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed it.
So she's traveling, and we appreciate you doing that. So what I did is I said, all right, I'm going to go down it, and I'm going to kind of pick a breaking point where it's kind of where these people are, this is the group out front, the group out front. So here's the group that I picked based on that when they're traveling. Eric and Bobby Belair, I said, thank you for helping their people all over the United States of America. Jason and Tawny Carey, thank you very much. Stephen and Holly Davies. Joe and Tina Dukes, James Hill and Jane Bean, traveling like crazy. Bill and Diane, who right now, if you look at the rank right now, it's Gina's number 1, Robbie's number 2, and I'm number 3 as far as how many times we're leaving our comfortable houses. We all have comfortable houses, comfortable spouses that we love to hang around, and we're leaving more. And I'm encouraging, I want more people to move around and do it. Why? Because it helps you when Adam Katz moves around. Okay, Adam and Beth are on the list. You can be on the list the next 6 months. Because what I did is I started it over. Yeah, I got a whole year, but I started over to see who starting July 1. Is there a contest? I'm just going to keep track. I don't know what I'm going to do. Robbie might take us somewhere. I don't know. So Eric Belair might send everybody $100 at the top of the list. I don't know. Mike and Noel Leventovich, they travel like crazy. Chris and Courtney Long, Paul and Tamara Roberts. And we're all going to hang out here. And I said, you come down here. All you got to do is get there. For you, y'all can probably roll down with South. Just roll down there and roll down, and we're going to hang out. We're going to just be buddies and just hang out, go out to dinner and take you out to eat. We're going to see the sights. We're going to do some fun stuff. There's a private island that we can go out to, have a picnic. There's so much fun stuff. Can y'all believe this stuff? People go like, you work a lot. I go, do you know where I'm going? Like, when I leave here? When I leave here? Did I mention Barcelona? Did I mention Banff? Did I mention hunting? Did I mention... Oh, I can't stop. I got to tell you this. Check this out. Where is this? Oh, here we go. Check this out. Yesterday, I was working so hard that I got up early, 6:30, and we went... This is not what I'm looking for. Where's my NC State? Right next to that. That is here. Okay. This is up in the locker room at NC State. Here's what I did. I called them up. I said, I have a group at my office that's working their butt off, including me. And my son, by the way, I want my son to see this. I want to come hang out. So here's what they showed us. We got to see, this is where nobody gets to go. Nobody gets to go. This is where the football team comes out, where the fireworks go off, except for me and Jane. We've been hanging out right there. Because we got to be on the field and it was a rain delay. We got to go hang out over there and laugh and joke. Okay, so check this out. So this is people, there's my boy right there. And, we made this Duke guy. This is Ryan New. He is a Duke graduate. Wore that ugly, nasty shirt. Refused to give it the wolf signal in any of the pictures. Okay, this is a brand new indoor facility, multi-million-dollar indoor facility that we walked in and checked out. And it was cool. We messed them up. Touchdown. All right. Oh, went to the Hunt Library. This is one of those tower bookshelves. It's a 9-to-1 space-saving ratio that we checked out the Hunt Library. We toured the entrepreneur school at NC State. We met the people that run that. We met some of the kids. We went to the football field. It was a half a day. Oh, we just got season tickets right here. That where Terrell is sitting, that's our 4 tickets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this window opens up. And so we're right there overlooking the whole field. Perfect shot. buffet, drinks, everything behind us. So we just got 4 extra season tickets. And listen, I can't use them. That means somebody else has got to use those tickets. As a matter of fact, George Kroom, y'all want to go? George Kroom is flying down. He's the vice president. You want to go? Did you get to go last year? Did you go on the football games? No football games. You need to go. You went to Hurricanes. You want to go? You're in. All you got to do, seriously, people got to let us know. People got to let us know and then do. You understand what I'm saying? We got to know you want to go and then do. I'm not kidding you. You wouldn't believe how many times we have extra concert tickets, extra football tickets. But here's the thing. Some guy asked me, and I said, yeah, I'd love for you to go, but here's the thing. Don't you have a family? And you haven't been selling much, you got no money. I can't have you going and taking time. You got to do the do so it don't matter. I mean, I'm very sensitive to that. I can't do that. I got to know that you're rolling in dough. You go like, well, if I'll go, then I'll do. I go, nah, you got it backwards. That's called the cart before the horse. The horsey and then the carty. You see what I'm saying? Horsey, then the cart. You do, and then you get to go. Does that make sense? Oh, I would leave the country showing a plan and traveling too if you do for me. We can't do it like that. That's not the way the program works. These are awesome seats. 112 people. How proud do you think I am there? The Innovation Hall, Entrepreneurship Garages, Albright Entrepreneur. There's my boy standing there. I'm like, oh. This is McMurray, and one of my buddies, and this is a friend too. When Terrell sent me that shot, he said, I thought you'd like the shot. He took it to me looking over there, and I can tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking, we need to fill this Coliseum up with the Alliance.
That's right.
I was sitting there looking like, that would be awesome. And then he shoots me that picture and says, check this out, man. I was like, yeah, baby. We got another one. We didn't have it up. There's a street corner called Initiative and Entrepreneur. So we were standing at the corner of Initiative and Entrepreneur. It's fired up, dude. This is what we did yesterday. Yeah, we got it. I didn't have it up, but we got it. Then we came back, and I worked from 3 o'clock. We got back at 3, and I worked from 3 to 5. Told my wife at 5. 3, we left. I was over at my in-laws' house, who's cooking dinner for my son, and I hung it out there till 10 o'clock at night. Does it make any sense? I don't understand. I don't know what people do. Time just goes by on people's life. So I did this and hung out with them and talked to 5 different agents. Because when we left them, I was making a phone call. You understand? When I got back at 3, I was on the phone with your guy. Like, would you have known that I did that and went on my in-laws for 3 hours and had dinner and hung out with brother-in-laws? Like, all the people that matter. I don't mess with the people that don't matter.
That's right.
Does that make sense? I can't get time to do the mediocre, the medium. Hey, what have you been seeing good as you travel around the country? Who and where? What's happening?
Well, I'm going to be in Texas next week. I'm going to San Antonio on Monday.
Woohoo!
And then I'll be in Dallas with the Lampies on Tuesday.
That's right.
We're doing a boot camp in Dallas. We're starting at 2. And then I'm at Paul Roberts' office in Louisville, Texas on Wednesday.
Boom,
and
Rob.
we're doing a boot camp there starting at noon. So I'm excited about that. We're going to talk about annuities.
We got to get more people in that 1.5 million.
Absolutely. Get them to Banff.
Get them to
They got to hang out.
And I'm coming to Dallas September?
Yeah,
I got
you'll
right
be
here.
there a couple weeks after me. And we'll be in Raleigh tomorrow. That's right.
You'll be in Raleigh tomorrow?
But been seeing Louisville, great meeting. The Lampies have an awesome meeting. Was in Greensboro last night. Several people
Terry Edwards.
here.
Come here, Terry Edwards.
Awesome
Terry
meeting
Edwards.
in Greensboro last night.
That's right. Greensboro.
Yeah, Terry
Smoking?
was awesome smoking.
All right,
Terry
baby.
Cameron there. Yeah, had a great meeting there.
People ask me, who's Terry Edwards? That's Terry Edwards right here. Look at it. That's him right here.
Edwards. But yeah, lots of great stuff. The meetings are just blowing up. Lots of energy, lots of new people, and also people coming back. Just getting the alliance is blowing up like
I
Mount
see it.
Fuji.
It's just blowing my mind. It
Yeah.
is. It's blowing my mind. It is Mount Fuji. It's just people are. Have you noticed the sitting on the front of the seat more?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Less
People
chewing
fighting
gum,
to get to the
less-
front, not sitting in the back.
It's just
Yeah.
it's crazy how people are jamming in. What has got it going on? I tell you, victory. They smell it and they're seeing it. People said, I did this at NC State. I was over there talking to one of our coaches. I said, hey, what builds unity on a team? He looked at me and said, winning.
That's right.
You know, I got cold chills. You know why? I wanted to make sure we didn't have a stupid coach. Does that make sense? It was a test. He said winning. He said, I've been on losing teams. Everybody scatters. Winning teams, people pull together. You watch. When you go in there at Diane Lampy's team, boom!
Yeah.
You with me? They're winning. They stick together. People disintegrate when they're losing. They what do you call it? They isolate. I can talk to you tomorrow, set appointment. They isolate. They don't want to take a call. They don't want to be in the middle because something's going on in their life. But when you see them start pulling together, you with me?
Yep.
I'm seeing it.
Yep.
Oh, hey, let me ask you this. Do y'all think that new video, the cartoon video, is helping 7,000? Yeah. People are showing that like crazy. September 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. I'm looking at the dates up there. Dallas, the 14th. We're doing a boot camp all-day training like this, but more intense, more crazy. I got Eric Belair traveling with me. I got Pam Moore. I'm not sure she's in Dallas. They're going to be in Tucson. I've got all kinds of leaders. I know Eric's going to be there. I know I got leaders jumping in with me and going to travel with me. Tucson next, then Rancho Cucamonga, California, and then Salt Lake City. Boom, yow. Tampa, your hometown.
Yes, I was in Tampa last Monday.
Because you were at home or because you were doing a meeting?
Well, because both. Both home. But no, I was doing the meeting.
I hear Mike has it going on.
Yes.
And Robin.
Yes.
So we got Mike all of a sudden and Robin Harkins,
Yep.
and they're just both blowing it up.
Yep.
See, here's what people say, is it the city? I go, no, it's the person.
Yeah.
It's the human. It's the leaders.
Yeah.
It's the people that care. How about you, Robbie? Where are you seeing stuff happen?
Everywhere. I would say the sense of gratitude. I've been here 5.5 years, and it used to be that people were doing really, really good, sat at the back because they felt like they knew everything. But it's almost like the people that have been around the longest are the ones at the front because they want to pour gas on the fire and the business they already have. So it's just a different feel when you walk in. It's like you said, people on the edge of their seats wanting and the yearning to know the information that will help them grow their business.
Virginia Beach last night?
Monday. 2 days ago. Today's Wednesday, so that was not yesterday, but the day before, Monday.
Day before. Monday night you were in Virginia Beach?
Yes, sir.
What's it like there? I was just there the other day. I was there last week.
There were over 20 people there. There was over 10 guests out. And what was crazy is the new guests that were at your meeting had guests out at the next Monday's meeting.
People say, I got a guy started. I go, really? Yeah, he's in class. Awesome. What's he doing? Waiting. Waiting on what? Get his license? What else is he waiting on? Oh no. What else should he be waiting on? Nothing. What he should do is put 22 more people in class. But now instead of me telling people to do it, they're doing it. And now we got examples of people doing it. See, me telling people they should be doing it is one thing. Me having examples is another thing. Yes, I know we're out of time. We're paying extra. Just keep talking. Y'all be with us. If you got to go, go. But if you ain't, just hold on. Tell them about one special girl there that I'm fired up about that's blowing this thing up like Mount Fuji.
So Chadwick Ray has a sister named Candace Ray. And the last 2 weeks at the meeting, so the last 5 days, so Andy was there last Wednesday and we were there again Monday. So the last 5 days, she has had 14 guests out and she's had 3 guests out in depth. So she's had a total of 17 people in her group the last 5 days at Virginia Beach.
Chadwick Ray got a sister. Didn't tell me. Turns out that she's got a work ethic. I understand where's Chadwick. I understand she was working about 90 hours a week, 2 full-time jobs.
She has 1 full-time job, but she manages
2
2 different hospitals.
different hospitals. She's right now listening. Write it down. She's listening. All right, I got you. I hear you. Okay. She was working 80 or 90 hours a week. I hear she cutting back to do this. I thought she had quit one of the 2 jobs, but did she scale back the hours and she's blowing this up. That's right. So I love having another Ray. Of course, we got Chadwick Ray, Melanie Ray, now we got Candace Ray. That's right. So I think that's good. Terry Edwards, real quick, your story is continuing. I feel like the newscasters. This story continues to develop. Like it was an earthquake and now there's people dead. You know what I mean? And people want to hear it. It goes, there's more. We found bodies and there's more, right? And and people are like, what? But you know how it draws you in? Well, this story is this guy is president of a credit union, gets a promotion to CEO to a different one, and there was a miscommunication. There was a failure to communicate or something, and lost your job.
That's right.
And you had moved?
Moved my family.
You tell us.
We had moved my family. At the time, my wife was 7 months pregnant, and we had 3 children, 9, 8, and 7. So we packed up the house and moved down there. And
oh, you got a 4th one now.
I got a 4th one right now.
Was she pregnant then?
She was pregnant then.
She had a child? She was with child?
With child. And then we popped the child out. That's right. Just
Okay,
like
so you had a pregnant wife, and we all know how they can be when they're pregnant.
that. You know. But she all good though. Hey to you, baby.
She was special. It didn't bother her.
Right.
She walked around. It didn't bother her.
That's right. That's right.
And they said you ain't got a job.
Mm-hmm.
Did they stop paying you too?
Yep. Well, I never started paying me.
No, not even get the first paycheck.
No.
Did you sell your house?
No, I still had my house here. It was on the market.
You had it up for sale.
Had it up for sale, and I leased the house there with an option. And
Paid a lease.
Mm-hmm.
Went down there.
Yep.
No job.
No job.
How'd you find out?
Email.
What'd it say?
For whatever confusion there may be, your employment has been terminated.
Never started. Never started. Did they pay the moving costs?
No.
So what'd you do?
I paid it, and then I was like, okay, well, Lord, you got me out here. What you want me to do? And I started looking on Craigslist, and I saw an ad that said, too many leads, not enough agents.
Nice.
And responded to that ad, and it was Jason and Olga Mathis.
Jason, Olga done run an ad.
That's right. So,
Craigslist. I wonder if that's a paid ad or a free one.
That was a paid one.
Oh yeah, they done invested $25. They took that money, they wrote three CFG policies, got a $25 check, ran a Craigslist ad. Terry Edwards and Tia answered the call.
That's right.
What happened?
So Jason told me what I needed to do. He was like, get in license coach. He was like, how fast you think you can get it done? I was like, probably in 3 days. He said, well, now a lot of people say stuff like that, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll just show you. So I got through license coach in 2 days.
Was he being mean or sarcastic?
No, I think he was just wanting me to set realistic expectations, or maybe he's heard a lot before and never seen anybody do it.
But he said 40 hours.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. So I got it done in 2 days, or a day and a half, really. And then while I was waiting for the state to approve my license, he was like, well, you know you can start hiring, right? I was like, okay, cool. So I cut and pasted the ad that I responded to. I was like, well, if I responded, somebody else is out there looking too. So I started posting those ads, and I set up some interviews, and I called Justin Tripp. I said, Tripp, I got these interviews lined up. Can you do them with me? So he did 1, and then I did 2 with Jason. I was like, okay, cool, I got this.
I got this. Beth, how'd you know? Is she somebody you knew, or she answered an ad?
My wife was talking to Beth, and she was talking about some issues going on in her life. And then she was like, well, I'm thinking about getting back into insurance. And Tia was like, well, you need to talk to my husband. And
you already writing business? And getting paid? Already getting paid. You getting overrides?
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. You understand how this happens? Who else you got here?
I have Joyce McCarter here.
And Joyce, preacher man's wife?
Yep, she's over my soul. Hallelujah.
Well,
Yep. So Justin Tripp said get 6 wide. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going 12 wide because I know you have to put in more, and then let the leaders emerge.
See, we didn't tell nobody. You had some experience hiring people.
That's right. I had experience hiring folks. Of course, at the credit union when I was working.
What's your job there at credit union?
I was a vice president.
You was vice president. I said president. You was vice president.
Right.
And then the job you got was going to be?
President.
Going to be president. So you were going from vice president to president.
Correct.
But it didn't happen.
That's right.
And then you had other experience hiring people?
Yes. I had owned a janitorial business.
Yep. You hired people for that? Clean stuff?
For that. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
And we sold that before we moved to Atlanta. And then we had another network marketing company that we have been building for 3 years.
So you've been hiring people in that.
That's right.
And you see people come and go, so you knew you need to hire more than you need to.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So you're going to find people like this right here. Because I like, say, Andy likes 26 years old, no kids, married, no dogs, got a house, got a college education. Yeah. And you're going to find people with 3 kids, 1 on the way, who are in a desperate situation, who have hired people before. Now, how fast was you making money with us?
1 day. Like, I got leads on Sunday. I dialed Sunday from like 4 to 6. I set 8 appointments between Monday and Tuesday, and I sold 3 policies on Monday.
How soon was you get paid?
I was getting paid on Friday.
Do you remember how much you made first week?
No. First month, $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah.
In your account.
In my account. And my wife was like, so I told her.
This is good.
I told her, I was like, Tia, like, this thing is blowing up for real. And I showed her how much we was making. She was like, Terry, it can't be legal.
That's a good wife right there.
She was like,
that's a good wife.
Like, it's coming too fast. I was like, yeah, he coming fast enough. And then she was like, she watched the TWC, and she was just like, I don't know, Terry. I was like, girl, it's Mutual of Omaha.
That's what I'm talking about right there. It's Mutual of Omaha. What are you talking about? This can't be real. They've been around for 100 and some years. They got billions of dollars. Heck, they sponsor golf tournaments. You know they're legitimate. Guess what? Somebody done come, got money for me to buy a jet. I'm going to go talk to them. We're going to take a break. TWC guys, we love you. We'll talk later. We'll do some more training. See y'all later.